Are you ready to not believe some more Star Wars news? Because, of course, we can't trust Disney, Lucasfilm, Star Wars until cameras are actually rolling. Seems to be the thing with Lucasfilm and Star Wars. But we've got some Star Wars news. What's the news? Oh, Ryan Gosling is apparently in talks to star in Shawn Levy's movie. Exclusive. Why would he do this? Like, why would Ryan Gosling want to star in a Star Wars movie now? Weird. Like, actually weird. Can they even afford him? Like, the actors that they use typically, outside of course, the legacy actors, are nobodies. You know, they're people up and coming in their careers or brand new people. Lucasfilm, what are you doing? Now, this is what we're going to take a look at. Obviously, this news broke yesterday, quite late for me. So, basically, we're going to take a look at this. This is just shocking stuff. I don't know, it's just nonsense. But hit subscribe if you're new here, guys. Do turn those bell notifications on. And do hit subscribe if you're a returning viewer that's not yet subscribed. Help tell YouTube that you want to watch more videos like this, I guess. Look, the reason why this is utter drivel and nonsense, because it is absolutely drivel and nonsense, is Kathleen Kennedy repeatedly just announces films that never happen. There are so many movies that they keep announcing that just don't come to fruition. Like, who cares? Whatever, you know. And the amount of movies that they've announced very conveniently before they're going to go do, like a financial call to investors or shareholders and things like that. It's madness. It's absolute madness. There's so many films that just fall apart. They just don't really do anything. And I can't quite understand why Ryan would want to do this. Genuinely. Like, where's the appeal to him as an actor for the stuff that he's been doing? Like, I understand why Jude Law appeared in The Skeleton Crew recently, right? I understand that. Jude Law's not really been doing anything properly for quite a long time. You know, he's sort of been in and out, doing little bits, tiny little bits here and there, but he's not really the A-lister that he once was, right? But Ryan Gosling is like, he's on top of his game, right? What are you doing? Get off the sinking ship, Ryan. Don't do it. So bizarre. So bizarre. So let's take a look. This is an exclusive to The Hollywood Reporter. This is just bizarre to me. But it says this: if the deal makes, this would send the project into hyperdrive after 2 years of development. 2 years! This is the other thing that annoys me with Star Wars. Well, it doesn't even annoy me. It just cracks me up. Like, the amount of time they take to develop these movies, because they announce them. They always announce these movies just when, like, they've had handshakes. They don't announce them when they've got a story. They don't announce them. Half the time, they don't even announce them when they've got a writer. Or let alone a director sometimes. They're just like, yeah, we're going to make this movie. And you're like, oh, okay, what's it about? I'll tell you later. Like, they have no idea. These are a clown show. Absolute 2 years. 2 years. It says it will make it the next Star Wars movie to go into production. How many movies are supposed to happen now? What a clown show. Anyway, Ryan Gosling is headed to the great galaxy far, far away. What's great about it? Great pile of shit. Great disappointment. The 3-time Oscar nominee is in negotiations to topline the Star Wars feature project that will be directed by Deadpool and Wolverine filmmaker Shawn Levy. So details on any Star Wars project are harder to acquire than plans for the orbital planet killer. Do you know why? Do you know why details are hard to find for Star Wars? Because they don't have them. There are no details. Most Star Wars projects are just ideas. They're toilet ideas. They're ideas that you think up whilst you're having a massive turd. And you're like, oh, that would be good. Yeah, I could make that. But this is just bollocks. God, Lucasfilm and Star Wars, just such a joke. Oh, and this one is no exception. Levi's been developing a Star Wars feature since 2022. And Jonathan Tropper, who collaborated with Levi on films such as This Is Where I Leave You and The Adam Project, has been working on a script for over a year. A year to write a script. A year. But it's been 2 years in development. Like, again, just think about even the details that they're giving out here to try and frame this as positive. It's two years in development, right? 2 years in development, but they've spent 1 whole year writing the film. When was this announced? Quite a long time ago. Like, surely you'd have the script done already? 2 years of development and 1 year on a script. What are you doing, you clowns? Anyway, sorry, I just sort of buzzed forward from this. Yeah. Levi is also producing the feature via his 21 Laps banner, joining Star Wars stewards Kathleen Kennedy and Lucasfilm. It is unclear when Levi's project is set. Star Wars stories have run the gamut of hundreds of years, detailing the goings-on of a galactic republic turned dictatorship turned rebellion. It's also unclear if it concerns Jedis and their enemies, the Sith. It is, however, to be unconnected to the so-called Skywalker saga. The story is centered on well-established and beloved characters Luke Skywalker and his father Anakin. It's meant to be a standalone movie, sources tell The Hollywood Reporter. Lucasfilm had no comment on any impending deal or the project's details. Of course they didn't. So sources say that Gosling's development is a late-in-the-game move for Levi's movie schedule. The filmmaker was eyeing to direct a boy band movie set up at Paramount, which would have reunited him with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. But Gosling's interest and involvement suddenly shifted the Star Wars project into hyperspace. If a deal makes, the project would continue to fly like the Millennium Falcon, becoming not only Levi's next movie, but also the next Star Wars movie to go into production, with cameras potentially rolling this fall. So Gosling's boarding will mark a rare occasion that a Star Wars feature brings aboard an actual A-lister. That's, yeah, exactly what I said. The original trilogy featured up-and-comers and British veterans turning actors Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher into household names. The prequels followed a similar model, although The Phantom Menace did bring on Liam Neeson to buttress the ranks following his Oscar nomination for Schindler's List. The Disney era saw J.J. Abrams also introduce a crop of rising talent, even as it brought back the original stars. In a bit of a synchronicity, Gosling was name-checked for a Star Wars part back in 2013 when rumours spread online that he and Zac Efron were being eyed by Abrams for a familial part that may eventually, have become Kylo Ren. I mean, this is super lame. Like, he's top of his game, man. Like, Ryan Gosling's top of his game. What are you doing? Don't join Star Wars. Like, what? I don't know. One, I don't believe it. And I don't believe it because no one should believe anything with respect to Star Wars until cameras are actually rolling. Because these films just die all the time. Because they are the joke in Hollywood. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below. Hopefully you've had a good laugh with me during this video on this topic. Take care. Bye-bye now.